My name is Charles, and welcome to the newest edition of Geeks Around, where we discuss the season finale of Season 2 of Sleepy Hollow. I don't remember the name of the episode, and I don't remember the number of the episode, which is usually the case for this discussion. Okay. Hey, Matt, how about you mute yourself, dude? Yeah, there you go. All right, yes, I apologize for that, folks. Okay, so before we get into it, how about I introduce my panelists? Let's start with LouRod76.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This episode was, let's just say, a little bit below okay.
Okay, and now for our next panelist, Isaiah Mullins.
A.K.A. Isaiah Logic, A.K.A. Isaiah Zone. Anyway, and Sir Logic, by the way. You have to see it, folks. You already know who I am. Anyways, I liked the episode. I really did, because I saw great character development from Abby and from Crane. I did like Katrina for who she was now, but comparing the final season to the first final season, it was kind of short. Very, very short.
Well, that's because the season finale of Season 1 was 2 hours, and the season finale of this season was 1 hour.
Are you sure it was 1 hour, not less? Because it felt like
No. Season 1 was 2 hours.
Remember, you got to look at it like this, Isaiah. The season 1 finale was a 2-hour event, but if you think about it, that would have made it 14 episodes.
Yeah, because it was basically 2 episodes put together.
Right, which
is
cool.
I think we got 16 episodes, 16 or 18.
Yeah.
No, we got 18 episodes for this season.
Yeah, but I was enjoying the journey. I was enjoying the journey, then the destination from point A to point B. So I love other characters and new characters, and it was a lot of funny jokes for me. There was.
Okay.
So Whedon, what did you think about this episode?
Okay, so this is where it gets good. Before I actually say what I thought about the episode, let me just do a little reminder for all of our audience out there. During most of this season, I was actually having a problem with a lot of it, where it wasn't as good as Season 1. But, especially the past few episodes have actually been disappointing to me. But this episode was awesome.
Wow.
This episode was beyond awesome. It was like it was the old Sleepy Hollow again. I was so happy by how good it was. It was a great, great episode.
I didn't see that coming.
Yes, I thought it was so good. I was actually expecting it to suck, but actually halfway through the episode, I'm like, well, this is actually pretty fucking awesome. And then there was the scene with Benjamin Franklin.
Oh my god!
That scene, him getting his head chopped off, that shit was awesome.
No, him talking.
Yes, it was.
Him talking shit about Jefferson. It was funny too.
When I saw the horseman throw his axe at Benjamin Franklin, and it was like, and then I saw Benjamin Franklin's head go bye bye. I was like, oh shit!
I said, oh shit! It's like it was just like that moment, like oh shit.
And the other, what I call a holy shit moment.
It was.
And the other funny thing that I actually did like was the fact that Ichabod was so stupid when it came to the phone.
Oh my goodness, that was funny
that was classic.
Sliding it over on the table.
It's like slide to unlock. Okay. It was like, oh, that doesn't work. All right, let's do this. And there we go. We're good. Yeah.
Also, Ichabod is actually a smart character, which I still liked in this episode. He was still smart. It's like he put 2 and 2 together. Like, oh yeah, man, my wife's a witch. She's She's trying to kill me. 2 plus 2 is 4. I must go see Abby.
Wow, you actually got your math correct.
I know, right? It's amazing.
I thought 2 plus 2 was 12.
Hey, you never know sometimes.
Really? You know, 12 actually is a little bit too far-fetched. It'd be more like 2 plus 2 equals 6.
What?
You can't get to that point. You can't get to 12, you can't get to 6.
All right, this is not a mathematical discussion. Let's get back to Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, Charles, lead the way, since you felt this episode was awesome.
It was awesome.
I sound nothing like that. I sound awesome.
Wow.
That actually kind of hurt my throat a little bit. No, this episode was great. I like how it took place immediately after they traveled through the portal. I thought it was very cool. I thought Katrina was very menacing in this episode. I think she actually passed as a proper villain in this episode. And then when
Same
she
here.
went to meet up with the Horsemen, first off, that was a little confusing to me because Katrina is just a simple witch, and the Horseman at this point in the time is working for Moloch. Why would he be so willing to take orders from Katrina?
Because Abraham still loves Katrina. His love for Katrina will
True,
overpower all
true,
his supporters.
true, but I don't know. I mean, well, technically, I mean, I don't even know if Moloch is alive anymore because demons don't really experience time the same way we do.
Well, he's still in purgatory, so he can't really do much of anything.
Okay, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just thought that one little thing was just it didn't bother me. It was confusing, but I moved past it pretty quickly. But there were some moments that did make me feel uncomfortable, but uncomfortable in a good way, meaning that it was supposed to make me uncomfortable. Was when Ichabod basically left the battlefield and he ended up going to talk to Abigail. Then General Sutton ends up.
Dick.
Yeah, he was a dick, and he basically was throwing her, to basically turning her into a slave, and that made me really uncomfortable.
It did, but I like how Ichabod pretty much stood up for her. So I do like that a lot more because Ichabod was not thinking like his commanders, like, no, she's cool by me. And Jefferson, he made a great point too. This was the country he said in his words, and don't quote me on this one. He said this was the country he was fighting for and pretty much striving for as well. Abigail Mills is what we done for this great country. So that was actually a good point, and I did like it a lot. And his death to me was more impactful because he said those type of moments and said those type of words. Like, oh damn, he did? Fuck.
See, what I didn't like too much was the fact that she was changing history. But it didn't have nothing to do with anything because at the end of the day, everything was reverted back to normal.
Because
Yeah.
she had that witch power.
Yeah, well, it was Grace Dixon, which is Abigail Mills, is her
Ancestors.
ancestor, and yeah, I like that a lot. I really like Grace, and to be honest, I'd kind of like to see more of her again. Um, I don't know if we're going to.
I think we will.
I think during season 3, flashbacks will no longer be a concern.
Thank God.
Because it's the same thing that was going on in Walking Dead. It's that they did flashbacks for what happened before the apocalypse, but then boom, they stopped doing it because it wasn't relevant anymore. And now with what's been going on, I don't know what else they have left to show us in the flashbacks.
Yeah, because I mean, here comes a spoiler, ladies and gentlemen. Katrina's dead.
That was actually a cool death. Though.
That's if they're watching this hangout, which they're not right now, but if they watch this hangout even when it isn't live, they probably have watched the episode. So, yeah, Katrina is dead, which, to be honest, my stepdad watched the episode last night, and he told me that was a surprise, that he was surprised by that, and I'm like, really? How? I mean,
I was a little surprised by it, too. I didn't think they were going to kill her this quick.
After everything that Katrina had done, after everything that they'd done, there is nothing that she could do to come back from that. Nothing.
Which is true, too, but I would have thought they would have, like, I mean, the way this episode ended, honestly, it feels like we might not get a season 3.
I think that we are. I think we are going to get a season 3, but
I'm hoping we get a season 3.
I don't think we're going to go, because the reason why I think we're getting a season 3 is because season 2 has actually been getting really good reviews.
Which, hey, reviews is what's the name of the game, but not with Fox sometimes.
Well, no, some people are saying that it's getting more better reviews than season 1. Now, for most of season 2, I disagreed with that. But now the season finale was awesome. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of hoping we're getting a season 3, and at this point in the game, I think we are. It just hasn't been approved yet.
Open up more doors, though.
My question for you is, did you found this episode awesome because they kind of tied up all loose ends between season 1 and 2?
Well, no, I like what they did in this episode because just like what the stuff that was going on, like I just thought it was good. It felt like yeah.
See, what I don't understand is how the fuck does Orlando Jones come back to life?
Did you not watch last season? I mean, last week's episode.
Yeah, he threw up the zombie ghost thing in him, but then he just fell out like if he was dead.
He wasn't dead.
No,
he was
just exhausted.
He was just exhausted. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
exhausted.
okay. I might have not been paying attention. Sue me.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Just this season finale was great, and it could definitely build up to a good season 3. However, during the season finale, it didn't really reveal anything that could lead up to whatever conflict they may
Thank
have.
you.
Yeah, it didn't. No, it's like
Yeah, that's good.
Ichabod was looking at the spot where Katrina had died, and Abbott walks in and say, "Hey, like ready, Captain?" And he says, "Of course, Lieutenant." And then it ended, and I'm like, okay, then what's going to be the focus for season 3?
Yes,
Well,
that's my question. Is like, okay, now where are we going with this?
I
Who
see.
is going to be? I mean, Henry played a great villain.
Mm.
Um, Katrina played a great villain for her brief 2 episode stint.
That was still good though. It was still important though.
So, where are we going?
We got 2 villains.
Well,
on the list.
Katrina has actually been in every episode since.
Yeah, but she's only been a villain for 2 of them.
But
Yeah.
she's annoying though. She wasn't really that interesting until she became a villain.
Like I said a few episodes ago, the only
she-
thing that Katrina had going for her was her looks. Everything else was no.
Well, nah, because when Katrina started becoming that villain 3 episodes ago, when she Solomon Kane thing during that episode, and she started looking into more of the dark magic side, is when she became more interesting. Cause, dude, when she blasted that fire like some fucking Hadouken shit, that shit was
Oh my
badass.
god! No, when she killed that one guy with her hand, it's like on that when Abby kicked his ass, she killed him like snap and biscuits.
I mean, the shit that she was doing, it was like, okay, you know, I could get into you being a villain for at least 8 episodes, a half a season. I would have dug it great.
Yeah.
Because it would have been interesting. I mean, how would Abby and Ichabod really fight Katrina? You can't fight magic. And secondly, how does Ichabod fight the woman he claims to love?
Well, technically speaking, you can fight magic with more magic. With magic, it's fight fire with fire. It's
And
just,
in this case,
it's just think of it as like each section of fire is a different color. Like think
yeah,
of one
which is great.
like thinking one fire is red, the other fire is blue. Think of it
I
like
got that perfectly well, but really, I mean, Abby doesn't know magic that well.
But Abby has a talent for magic, so with training, she could become a witch.
Yeah, but who trained her ass?
Yeah, that's right, because Katrina is dead. So.
Well, no, because since her ancestors were like had the same magical power, well, not the same, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Had the same type of medical chi or magical chi, whatever.
Oh, damn it. Chi magic, nothing to do with it, dude. But
Yeah.
chi is like Buddha and that kind of stuff, not
Energy.
witchcraft. Yeah.
Same way,
Harnessing
same.
your own internal energy.
Exactly. You use that even more because you still got 2 villains on the loose. You got Death and Orion.
Well, Death is not technically a villain anymore. He's not a hero. He's just there.
Well, Orion is what? He's worse.
Orion would be the villain. If anything, I think Orion would end up being the bad guy in season 3. However, I think it's kind of funny that Orion was only in 1 frickin' episode this season.
Actually, he did 2, but that was about it.
No, he was only in 1.
He was only in 1, but the question is he in hiding because he doesn't have his little magical weapon?
Yeah,
It's called a glaive. It's a glaive.
Yeah, but I think Orion, the name Orion, I think that's really gonna be a ruse itself. I know it's in the books and all that stuff, but
Orion is actually an angel, and he was there to create a whole new apocalypse. But
I know.
I think the only reason why he was there was possibly acting under preordained orders.
Made from Lucifer.
Not Lucifer. Remember, Orion is the angel of death. That doesn't necessarily mean that he is working for Lucifer. I think he was acting under the orders of God.
Yeah, I mean, he just the vibe I got off him was the fact that he was either too
Crazy.
early or too late when it came to certain shit.
Yeah, super late. And also you got the Kendo as well.
Oh,
Dude,
we did get a throwback to his ass.
Oh yeah, like what's up, dog?
The Kendall. Who are you talking about?
You know that
Kindred.
Kendo.
God, Kindred.
Same thing.
Kindred.
Leave it.
It's K.
Leave it to Isaiah.
E-R. K-I-N-D-R-E-D. Kindred. But all right. Okay. So what else have we not touched on?
The possible future of Sleep Hollow. Like we're gonna talk about briefly, but what
Well,
do you guys? I
the
want
thing,
to ask you guys. Go ahead.
the future has not been changed. I mean,
No, I'm not talking about the show itself. The show.
oh, where it might be going? That's speculation territory. We haven't gotten to that yet.
I mean, let's see. This whole episode really focused on Abby
Crane.
and
Crane,
Crane
yeah.
and Katrina back in the old time in
Yeah, which is
1781, which I was cool with. I'm kind of glad they did it. It was a different twist, so that was cool. The only thing, I mean, it's just like the way this season finished. It felt more like they ended it to start this season 3 on something totally different.
Well, I'm thinking that we might end up be getting another big bad, but I think Orion is still going to be a secondary villain, and I don't even think the Headless Horseman is going to be a villain. I think he's probably going to be in it maybe once every few episodes, and it's going to be him possibly just trying to find a purpose or something. I think the villain is going to be another demon.
Yeah, but it's also I hope they bring back the sorcerer. The sorcerer.
Well, Solomon is gone. Solomon's dead.
Hey, he can always come back though.
He's not in purgatory this time around. He is dead.
Oh, I really want him to come back though because he was so cool.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at season 3 like, where are we going?
Yeah, and that's the biggest spirit behind the show itself is where they're gonna go.
That's it. Where are we going? Let's do this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, show-wise, is there anything else that we have not touched on?
Nothing so far, but the special effects was cool though. I did like the
Special effects were cool.
They were super, super cool. I admit they were like badass. And going to the 1700s, it was actually, to me, it was a little bit refreshing, or 1800s really, because you see how Abby was going to adapt to her environment. She didn't adapt that well, but she still stood her own, which was really cool. And she beat that crazy asshole general, whatever his name was. It's like, yeah, he got your ass knocked out. She put you to sleep. Like, she put you to sleep. So that was cool.
Yeah, Abby kicking the crap out of General Sutton, that was hilarious. Yeah, because she was using her training that she received when she went through the police academy.
That she kicked his ass. Katrina heals him, and then Katrina just fucking kills his ass. That was great.
That was cool. Like, yeah, great satisfaction. Like, oh, you did? Good. We didn't like your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode, like I said, it was an okay episode in my opinion. It had its ups, it had a few downs. I just didn't see the wow factor the way season 1's finale came through.
Right. It was just abrupt. Felt abrupt. Like, wow, this came out of nowhere. I want to see more.
Yeah, this season's finale, I was more disappointed. I was like, really? This is what you're giving me for a season finale? I'm like, really? Damn.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Okay, so, all right, since we don't really have much else to say about the episode, how about we kick it into speculation? Isaiah,
Okay.
what do you got for speculation, man?
For speculation, I think we're gonna see the Horsemen again, but a different version of them. Like Orion, he might have his own type of Horsemen out there.
No, because it doesn't work that way. The Horsemen are not controlled by the angels; they're controlled by the forces of darkness.
Yeah, but what about it was like, again, it can always be changed up for their own purposes. Because Orion, he's crazy as hell.
He's not crazy. He's just doing what is expected of him. He is the angel of death. This is what he does.
You said death, angel of death, horseman of death. So we might see different.
Not the same thing, dude. Not the same thing.
Different angels, man. Different angels.
Any other speculation?
I ain't got it.
No, I'm glad that Katrina's dead.
Okay, yeah. I mean, since with this season finale that we did not really have much. I mean, I thought it was awesome, but the way that it ended didn't really lead up into anything that could happen in season 3, so we really don't know what to expect. We
Yeah.
really don't.
Mm.
And so for that, I have absolutely no speculation, wild or otherwise.
Because the way this shit ended, it gives you that feel like, where are they going to go with this shit?
Yeah, I really want to know where they're going to go. I mean, I know that it hasn't been renewed for a 3rd season yet, but I'm pretty sure that it will with the ratings that it's been receiving this season. But I don't know. I mean, I got no speculation, and I think at this point we are going to draw this actually pretty short hangout to a close. I apologize for the shortness of it, but hey, can't be helped if there's just 3 of us. But yeah, so hey, and speaking of that, if you ever want to join in on these discussions, be sure to send us a message at Google Plus with Geeks of the Round's official Google Plus page. Also, be sure to check out the Geeks of the Round community page on Google Plus, and also subscribe to Geeks of the Round's YouTube page at youtube.com/Geeks of the Round. So, like I said before, this is Geeks of the Round Hangout Discussions, where we discuss Season 2 of Sleepy Hollow, the season finale, which I thought was awesome. Be sure to check out our other shows where we discuss Flash, Agent Carter, Arrow, Walking Dead, Blacklist. List goes on. So, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye!